Welcome to the Matrix. This is a 4-grid trading strategy right inside of Pocket Option. And you can take trades for every single candle that appears on the chart. This is very powerful, it's a lot of fun, and also I think you guys are going to find it very profitable. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be taking on a totally unique trading strategy. And also special thanks to the man himself over at Unique Trading Strategies for the idea. Now he's got some great trading videos for Pocket Option. I would highly recommend to go over and check out his channel. So really good stuff. Now I will be showing you how to set everything up towards the end of this video. So please stick around because you are not going to want to miss this. But for now, let's go ahead and jump in and start the trading process. Also make sure to check out my private Telegram group where members are earning anywhere from 5 to 50% per day on their trading accounts. No shady signals or copy trading, just real actionable strategies. You'll get full access to all my trade managers and calculators that are designed to help you stay profitable. Plus, you'll discover some of the best trading strategies in the world for binary options. If you're tired of getting screwed over, blowing your account, or dealing with unreliable communities, then this is the place for you. Reach out to me right now on Telegram and be a part of this rapid growing group that is making waves in the trading space. Link in the description for more information. The first thing that we must do is start on the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. Now this is a highly advanced trade manager with mathematical calculations that allows you to win even if you have losses. That's one of the great things about it. This is only available to the VIP members inside of my private Telegram group. Okay, I've got a link below down in the description for more information. What we're going to be doing with the Trade Manager, the first thing is that we must look at Pocket Option and the first initial capital, whatever amount of capital that we have inside a Pocket Option at the moment. For me, this is $300. I'm using real money inside of my real account. You do not need a lot of money to make this profitable, okay? You just need enough. I would recommend somewhere between $100 or $300. The more, the better. And over here on the Trade Manager, the very first step is to mark the first 4 trades as losses before you begin trading. So let's go ahead and do that. I would just select L for the first 4, and there you go. Now we already have the trade amounts for us. You can use martingale if you want to, but I don't really recommend it because after around 5 or 6 losses, you could blow your account. So the Trade Manager allows you to have multiple consecutive losses and still stay in the game. And so you can win even if you have losses. That's what makes this powerful. So we've got all of the trade amounts for the first 4 trades if these were to be losses. And you must take these amounts and enter them in to Pocket Option. On the left is trade number 1. And over here on the top right is trade number 2. The bottom chart here on the left is trade number 3, and then of course trade number 4 on the bottom right. Okay, that's the order that we will be trading with. All right, so when are we entering the trade? We will enter at the very start of a new candle, right at the beginning. And so looking at the chart right now, we have 3 seconds to go. And as soon as that new candle appears, I have just entered. Look at that. Now the first 2 trades that you do are going to be green. These are going to be buys. The top 2 charts are only going to be for buys. The bottom 2 charts will only be for sells. let's take a close look here. Already looking really, really good. We've got about 10 more seconds to go on this trade. Already in profit. And I will enter again as soon as this closes. Look at that. I will enter another buy. Now, why did I enter a buy on the same chart? Well, this is because it was a win. If it's a loss, then I need to move over to the chart next to it at the top right over here and enter a buy on this chart because this chart has a higher amount, which is the amount that we've read over here on the Trade Manager. This is going to help us make up for losses and stay profitable. So that's what's key here, guys. We've got tutorials and everything inside of the private VIP group if you guys want to check that out. This is just kind of like a very quick way to explain this, but we have, or I have, a full video course for you, for those of you that want to learn more about the Trade Manager. So reach out to me. I've got a link below in the description. This is also turning out to be a profit, so I will enter again on the same chart, chart number 1. And we are just entering trades every minute because this is a 1-minute chart. Each candle represents 1 minute. So at the start of every 1-minute candle, I enter a trade. Now, whether or not that's going to be a buy or sell, or if I will be using a different chart like over here, that all depends if it's a win or a loss. So far we've had several wins, and you can see I really don't have to do a whole lot over on the Trade Manager. Now, if we have 4 losses in a row, then I'll switch things up a little bit and come back to the Trade Manager to make some adjustments. But at the moment, as long as we keep winning, we can keep entering the market. And there is another win. So I will go ahead and enter again. I'm a little late on that, so just by a couple seconds. But the new candle has appeared and I have entered once again. I don't have to keep constantly entering in the dollar amounts for each chart that I'm trading with because all of the dollar amounts are already set up for me. Now, what's different about this though? If you've been using the Trade Manager or if you have been following my videos, you will notice that I will take the balance that I have inside of Pocket Option and I will re-enter that over inside of the initial capital box over on the Trade Manager. And I do this so we can compound our earnings. And you can do that. Okay, I'm not saying, we are not going to do that. This is totally optional. But just to keep this video flowing and so we can keep the trades going, I'm not going to be doing that on this video. So we've got about 2 more seconds to go and it looks like this is going to be a loss. So because chart number 1 was a loss, I will move over to chart number 2 and take a buy with a higher dollar amount to make up for the losses on chart number 1. Okay, do you see how this is working? So let's go ahead and wait this out. And if chart number 2 over here, if it's a win, then I will move back over to chart number 1. I will not continue down to chart number 3 or 4. These are only here as a reserve in case that maybe we have multiple losses and we need to, this is just for backup. But it could happen. Let's wait and see. So we've got about 13 more seconds to go, and it looks like this is going to be a win so far. So I will move my mouse over to chart number 1 and position my mouse over the buy button, and there it is. New candle appears. We have another profit, and this is all you do, guys. You just sit here all day long, do the 4 chart matrix, and you may have multiple losses, but if you do not worry. Please do not worry, because you've got the Trade Manager on your side, which is way better than any type of martingale system. You can have multiple consecutive losses and stay in the game, and that's what's really important about this. So let's go ahead and continue here. We have about 25 more seconds to go. And then after this, I will explain to you exactly how to set this up, okay? because there are a few things that I want to go over with you guys. So it looks like at the moment this could be a loss. And so if I'm anticipating this being a loss, then I will move over to chart number 2 and also enter a buy. Let's make sure of that. Okay, that was a profit. That was a profit. So we've been doing quite well, and as you can see, my balance inside a pocket option just keeps on rising and rising as we go, and that's really the goal here, guys. Okay? Now, to make this even more powerful, like I said, you can take this current balance that you have inside a pocket option and enter that into the trade manager and start to compound this. Because as you know, the higher your initial capital is, the higher the trade amounts will be, and you are compounding this over time. We have several compounding calculators inside of the VIP group that you guys might want to check out. These are unlike any other compounders that are out there on the internet. We have some that are exclusively for using with the trade manager to allow you to see how many sessions that you have to do every day to meet your goals. Very, very powerful stuff. Only available inside of VIP. So back over here on Pocket Options. So we've had some good sessions. If you want to take a break, get up, walk away. You can take a break. Totally up to you. So let's talk about exactly how to set all this up. Now, when you first sit down to Pocket Option, most of you will probably just have one chart that looks like this. Okay? So before you continue on adding more charts or additional charts inside the platform, first make sure that you have the chart set to 1 minute. Also make sure that this is on regular candles up here. And then for the expiry time, also make sure this is set on 1 minute as well. And because we're using a 1 minute expiry, you can also use live markets. So you do not have to use OTC if you don't want to. And just as a precaution, if you're going to use live markets, well, it's a good thing because the trade manager allows you to account for the fluctuation and the slippage of the payout amounts. So if you're using a live market, most of the time, you're not going to get 92%. You're probably going to get more, something like 85, 88%. Well, the trade manager allows you to account for that slippage. That's why this is so powerful, guys. Okay? And that's not right. Let me go ahead and enter a percent sign there. And there you go. So let's go back over to Pocket Option. You want to set the chart at 1 minute, and I would highly recommend to enable auto scroll if you have not done that already. Now over here on the expiry, make sure that's 1 minute. Don't worry about the trade amounts just yet. We'll get to that in just a moment. And then what you must do is choose a asset or a trading pair that you want to trade with. Now, after this point, you can just come over here and you'll find the button here with the 4 little squares on it. Go ahead and click on that. Come down here where it says 4 charts and click on the first box right here. Okay? And then you should see the 4 chart matrix. Okay, this is where it gets exciting. Now, the first thing is you want to make sure that each chart has the same asset or the same currency or the same pair. Exactly the same. This is really going to help you out. Now, I haven't experimented to make these assets different. You can do that, but just to keep this simple, guys, make sure it's on the same asset. Okay? And so also make sure your chart settings are correct for each of the charts that you have opened. This one is set to 1 minute. That looks good. Let's go over here. This is set to 1 minute. Good. And also down here, I will go ahead and repeat the process. This is set to 1 minute as well. And we got one more to go. And it looks like this is also set to 1 minute. Okay, so the next step is we must enter in the correct trade amounts for each of the 4 charts. Now to do this, you can use martingale if you want to. It's totally up to you. So martingale, in other words, if you enter the trade with $1 and you have a loss, then the next trade size would be $3, right? And then so if you lose that, then the next trade size would be maybe something like, $7 or something like that. I don't recommend that. You can do that. It's super, super risky. That's why we've got hundreds of members using the trade manager because it's just a lot more effective. But what you're going to do is mark the first 4 trades as losses after you have entered in your initial capital up here. Very important. Make sure that's entered in. Mark the first 4 as losses. Take these trade amounts that the trade manager gives you and enter these inside a pocket option. And I've already done this. The first is 109. You can see I've got 109 on chart number 1. The next trade amount is 204. If this is a loss, it's going to be 204. You can see that's entered in up here. 204. Next is 379. I've got 379 right here. And then so on and so on. So the last one, 692. If you lose 4 in a row, what do you do? Well, if you have conservative settings over on the trade manager, for me, I've got total trades 11, win trades 2. So this means I must win 2 out of 11 trades. So if you have 4 losses in a row, then here's what you do. You have to mark loss for the next 4 trades. 7, 8. Okay? And then you still have some room left. I mean, I highly doubt you're going to have 8 losses in a row. That might happen. Happens to all of us once in a while. But the trade manager's on your side. It's going to give you those exact amounts that you need. Now, what if you have a win? What if you have a win? Well, all you have to do, let's just say that you have 4 losses in a row, and then you have a win. Well, you come back over here, and you've marked this as at a loss previously. If you do win that with a trade amount of 1238, then you mark this as a win. Okay? And then you can get out of the session, or you can continue because you know whatever you have your settings. If you've got 2 out of 11 or 3 out of 11, whatever it is, you know, you may want to continue trading until your account inside a pocket option breaks even, or that, you know, whenever you are profitable, or whenever you've had more than you have started with. Okay, so you can work this any way that you want. If you do have a win, if you have 4 losses in a row, you have a win, you can go ahead and continue trading. But I'm telling you, you're going to have to mark these first 4 as losses, so you have these prepared in case this does happen. You're going to have to take these trade amounts, 396, 827, 1726. You're going to have to carry these over to pocket option and enter these into the 4 charts over here. And then you can begin trading. Okay? Try this out. Hope it works out for you guys. I wish you all the best of success. We'll see you on the next video. Take care. Hey everybody, Mark here. I have a question for you. Are you struggling to become profitable with binary options? Does it seem like no matter how many wins you get, your account balance is either going down or it just seems to stay in the same spot? Well, I've got a solution for you. It's called the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, and it gives you the potential to make between 5 and 10% on your account every day. You could have multiple losses in a row and still come out profitable. And you guys know that, you know, having proper risk management is your key to success with trading. And this trade manager gives you that edge that you need. So join the VIP Telegram group now and get access to all my premium calculators and spreadsheets. Now's the time. It's time to take your trading to the next level. You'll find the link below in the description of this video. Have a good day.